face the Bills on Sunday. This is a big one, Rob Ninkovich, and I was going to ask you about, because you did it very well for a long time on the defensive side of the football. If you were this Buffalo Bills defense, what would you? And you got some tape now when it comes to Drake Maye. What can you do to try to disrupt him?
Well, number one, you don't let him out of the pocket, because we've seen in the previous matchup where he made that beautiful throw on the sideline there to Diggs, where he got out of the pocket. So really hard to cover in the secondary when you let your quarterback out and scramble around. So number one, you got to crush the pocket. So keep him inside the pocket, make him throw from a phone booth. That's really your best way to go about not letting these plays extend. And as a defense, it's going to be one of them shootouts. I don't see this game going in a low-scoring affair. Now,
the over's like, what's the over shot, 49 or something?
40. Last check, I thought it was 50, but I'll double check.
50.
Yeah, 50 and a half.
Yeah.
Will that change, though, if weather's bad?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think we're going to get, 6 inches of snow maybe?
Don't listen to what Curtis says. He has no idea.
I just heard the professional over there, Curtis.
Josh Allen and Joe Burrow just put up like 75 points in a snowstorm.
It's actually a lot easier to throw in the snow. So when it's snowing versus raining, you get more tack on the ball. And what's the one benefit of playing offense that defenders don't have?
You know where you're going.
I know where I'm going. Oh, I'm running a 15-yard out. Okay, defender. Oh, he's on the ground. I'm wide open. See you later. So some of the biggest games that we ever had as an offense, the Tennessee Titans in October, I think we 59-0. Chicago, a blizzard. We destroyed them. You know, Tom put up some really big numbers in the snow. So that doesn't really bother me. Now, if it's wet, I think that could be a big difference in trying to throw the ball, trying to run the ball. Buffalo does average 157 yards per game on the ground. Right. They got a really good running back. So the key to this game is going to be up front, making sure that they do not just run the ball, hand it off, and gain 5 to 8 yards a carry.
And you've been struggling against the run here of late defensively, so that's going to be something.
Is most of that Milton Williams being out, do you think?
I think that's part of it, and I think it's definitely part of it. And when you see, and Nico brings up a great point, like a team like Buffalo and Josh Allen, you can get 30 yards rushing off of a pass play because, what do you have, a 30-yard touchdown in that game? Then on 3rd and 15, he rushed for another 20. So, right there, talking about this 50 yards in rushing that they're able to get just off of pass plays. We're not talking about James Cook and runs or maybe specific runs that Josh Allen keeps the football. So those are things like Rob says, you have to make sure that if you're going to you got to take away that running game and limit as many rush plays that you can from Josh Allen.
I think there was a play that Cincinnati was in. They were in man coverage, and they blitzed Josh Allen, and he stepped up in the pocket. And as he was running for a touchdown, there was guys in coverage chasing the receivers, and man, they had no idea that he was even up running for a touchdown. They're glued on their guy. They're running down the field with no awareness. So it'll be interesting to see. I know the Pats play a lot of zone versus Josh Allen. There's pros and cons to that.
Right.
The pros are you have vision on the quarterback, so when he does get up into the line of scrimmage and try to scramble for whatever first down, your eyes are on the quarterback. But if you're in man, your eyes are not on the quarterback, so then you need a mirror. You got to put a guy on the inside on Josh Allen. So who is the most athletic linebacker that we have that would mirror Josh Allen? You're going to have a mirror on him, especially on 3rd down.
Right.
If there is one, who has the coaching advantage?
I think Vrabel.
Yeah,
definitely Vrabel. The one I still have some questions on the Buffalo head coach. Is he the
McDermott?
guy? Yeah.
He sucks.
I think this is
the guy. He's had I saw a meme on Instagram. It was like a Buffalo Bills fan realizing they wasted the last 5 years of a window to do something, and now the Patriots are back. I think they were screaming and crying. But for the amount of talent, especially last year, the last 2 years, to lose to Kansas City in the fashion that they did, it's like, dang, what a...
I bet they go offensive-minded coach. And and Curtis brings this point up all the time, which I think he's right about. If they don't go very deep into the postseason, I think you're like, all right, we're done with Sean McDermott. He's a defensive-minded guy. We still have Josh Allen in his prime.
Yeah.
Let's go with somebody that can really, make him stand out and do some great things. And I think you see an offensive guy go to Buffalo, next year.
It's hard to move on from a guy when you're in the playoffs. And
Yeah, no, I know it
9,
is.
10-win, 11-win team.
Yeah, I think
So
the last
what's your excuse? Like, we just can't get over the hump. That's why we're moving on. Similar to like a Mike Mularkey in
Right.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
They had a stacked team. They went to the playoffs. They
Right.
fired him. Then they brought in Vrabel.
right.
I mean, they're going to a brand new facility next year,
Yep.
and this will be, if they fire McDermott, I mean, probably one of the most coveted jobs in football.
Yes.
To coach that guy,
Yeah.
that team
And
at this
Josh
time.
Allen.
Yeah, that would be, and like a rabid fan base. And I think just like in Pittsburgh, we have this conversation as, Courtney's a Steelers fan, but the fans in Buffalo probably are done with Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
Like they probably get this guy out of here. So as an organization, it's not going to be like something where you're going to get a lot of pushback if you fire him, even if they make the postseason.
Nick, quickly before you go, your first playoff game with the Patriots, or first playoff game overall, was that awful one to the Ravens.
Yeah.
What does just getting to the playoffs mean for the development of the young guys on this team? Like, what were you better the second time around? Did that help in any way? Was there anything that getting playoff experience benefited you or that team?
Yeah, you realize how much more physical it is. It's almost like preseason or regular season. There's a big jump in physicality. But when it goes into the playoffs, it's almost like even more. Guys are more violent. They're trying to knock you out. They're hitting you harder. Everything counts more. One play here, one play there. The first play of the game in 2009, I think Ray Rice hit his head on the goalpost. It was a 80-yard touchdown. So that was not ideal, but you learn that in the playoffs, it's one or two plays that can really change the outcome of the game.
All right, I probably don't even have to ask.
Yeah.
But you like the Patriots in this
I
one?
do like the Patriots. I think Buffalo is pressing too much. And listen, they almost lost to Cincinnati. I know Cincinnati has Burrow back, and they had their receivers back, blah, blah, blah. But Cincinnati's not a great team, right? And they were going back and forth with Cincinnati. I think Buffalo is pressing, and Josh Allen is got the weight of the team on his shoulders. He's trying to do too much. That's why you see some of the interceptions. He's forcing passes, forcing certain things in a coverage. So I'm definitely going with the Pats. I think all three phases are better in a sense of understanding your roles, coaching, and execution.
All right. You going to be there?
I will be there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
My
Well, thanks for being here
son.
this morning, as always.
Well, thank you.
We'll see
Can't
you.
wait to drive home
We'll see you
for an hour.
We'll see you next week.
Awesome.
Maybe stop and use a check somewhere.
I will. I think I got to pay
Pay
something.
for your gas on the way home with a
You
check.
can't. I don't think you could do that.
I don't think
You got
so.
the card for the gas.
Yeah.
Okay?
All
Go
right.
pick up some groceries.
That's Rob Ninkovich.